Hi everybody and welcome to today's video. The object of today is, can we go to a regular store? Can we find some things that can help us if we want to live, well, like the 19th century or live off grid? I hope you stay tuned.
I'm going home.
Yes, I am still in my $100 challenge. Of course, that's going to be for a lifetime, I'm sure. But the object of this video was, it's somewhat of a game. And that was to see if the grid would be down or we would know of a grid situation. Could we go to the store and buy things that would help us? While we've seen hundreds and hundreds of products that were electronic and modern, I was shocked to find there was very little that had to do with living a pioneer or homesteading. I did find these oil lamps, and no, I didn't buy any. And I wanted to look for old-fashioned things, you know, things like the pioneers would have. And it was very interesting to me to see, while everything was so modern and the Christmas things were out already, there just wasn't a whole lot that had to do with frugal living. $14.95 for a case of jars. While we had all these beautiful decorations, there just really wasn't much that America could use on an off-grid situation. While a lot of things that we could find online, let's just say we wouldn't have the internet and we would have to go to the store and buy things in an off-grid situation. There's where the dilemma is, and that's the issue. We're just not set up for such a scenario.
Try to find some things that I know would last me a long time, that are very good, and you know, I could use them. I had a hard time. We went to Walmart, we went to Ollie's, we went to Big Lots, and let me tell you what, they did not have a whole lot of stuff for a grid down situation. America is not set up for not having electricity. Well, we had aisles and aisles and aisles of the newest air fryer or the newest electric gadget. I was trying to find things that were old-fashioned, things that stood the test of time and it doesn't have a plug on the end of it. Well, let me tell you what, I had a hard time. I did get these canning lids. Now, this was a really good deal. Let me try to get a little more light in here. And I got these for $1.99, and these are really good, made in America canning lids. I also got this for $1.99, a glass. And this is Pyrex, and this is a measuring cup. Got some sugar. I know, I'm always buying sugar, right? But sugar is a great bartering item. Don't forget that. Even if you don't eat sugar, you can barter with it. And I also got this big glass jar, which I paid $7.99. Oh my word. So, I did get this, and I thought this was interesting, for $9. And I'm gonna open this up and show you. But these are the items that I got. All right, I washed the jar. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up with the sugar. Now I'm set for the year, at least till next summer. I have a lot more than this in my stash in my pantry. So I do have more than this. And now I am set. All right, since I'm not buying plastic, this is paper. Wait till you see what I like to do. And I use this paper to make labels and to do all kinds of fun things with it. Now, of course, I could have kept it as a sugar bag, but I like using it as paper for jar toppers. And you know, I like brown, my brown paper. Now I got a whole sheet of paper to make my jar toppers. Okay, so I think this was a deal. For $9.99, I got this and this and this bowl set. I absolutely love them. So I did get a deal, I think. But one of them is enough for me. I couldn't afford like getting a whole bunch of them, but I love these ball jars. So there you go, everyone. That's my thoughts on everything, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm fine staying home, and it was fun to get out and see the prices of things, but your best bet is to find yard sales and estate sales. You can go to online auctions and look up estate sales, because that is where you're going to get stuff that's going to last you a lifetime, that doesn't have to have a plug on the end of it. As I'm going through my home, there's more things I'm going through, more things that I'm doing to just separate myself from the outside world, and I'm enjoying it, and I hope you're enjoying it as well.
While I was editing this video, I found this small video clip, which was taken last week, and I thought you might enjoy it because it somewhat fits in with the topic of today. I just yesterday went to the thrift store, and I found these books, and this one, they were half off. The books were all half off, so this was $1, and it's Times of the Past. And while they're stories, the stories can teach you a lot, how they did things. And this is from the publisher of Remembrance, and the stories are just absolutely fascinating. I remember the house where I was born, the little window where the sun came peeking in the morn. He never came to wink too soon nor brought too long a day, but now I often wish the night had borne my breath away. I remember the roses red and white, the violets and the lily cups, those flowers made of light, the lilacs where the robin built and where my brother sat. The laburnum on his birthday, the tree is living yet. Prairie born, I'm lonesome for the old trails that wound across the plain, the willows by the couplet's rim that swished against the rain, for cattle bawling in the night, the coyote's lonely cry, for sage and buffalo willow smoke drifting into the sky. I'm lonesome for the old rails, for roundup time in spring, the homesick songs a drifting by the cowboys used to sing. I want to watch the stars come out like candles in the dark, and hear around the old corral the dogs' welcome bark. I want the little sounds once more that common folk like me were raised to love and listen for, the droning of the bee, the cattle feeding on the range, the dark, the first pale light of morn. I'm going back to where I belong, for I am prairie born. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. The sounds of the robins, the sounds of the bees. When's the last time we take that moment? When is the last time that we are prepared for such a time? And so, while I was disappointed in the stores and I said, you know what, I am not missing anything, I won't be returning to those stores. I have no desire. I am home here more and more and more and more and more and more. And I'm finding there's no better place than home. And that's because I created it that way. I created it with everything I wanted. Didn't take hours, didn't take minutes, didn't take days. It took literally years. And the progression is quite amazing. Autumn is here. And I couldn't be happier. If you hear a little something in the background, I'm not sure if the camera picks it up, that's Oscar the owl. I have him back here. I like the sound he makes. He brings me just a little bit of happiness and joy. And the world can use a little more happiness and joy these days. Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Go to your local library and pick out some pioneer books and read them and learn from them if this lifestyle interests you.